everyone, Jaimunji here, and we are here with Lachlan from DepriVation. How are you today, mate?
Doing bloody good, man. Doing well.
I think
Yeah,
you would
thanks
be
for having
doing
me.
well. No, thank you for joining us. If you guys didn't know, and you might not know yet because they haven't quite announced it on the official page, but DepriVation won Australia's heat of the Wacken Metal Battle. Dude, how'd you feel when you found out about that?
Pretty awesome, man. I was just about to get in my car to drive back to Orange, probably 8:30 in the morning after the gig, so I was a little bit dusty and fucking my whole family, like my mum and dad was there and shit, like in this underground car park in Sydney. It's a Facebook message from Jesse, our bass player, and said we won, and I was like, bullshit.
It has to be
And
one of
I
those pinch me, I'm dreaming moments, seriously, wouldn't it?
dead set thought he was joking, because he's like that sometimes. So, so yeah, when he was like, "No, I'm not fucking joking," I was like, "Whoa!" And then I'm a fully grown man, but I did shed a little tear.
Yeah. Well, think
Yeah,
about it. Your band, DepriVation, is now on a poster at one of the longest running metal festivals in the world with the likes of Iron Maiden, Megadeth, bands like Ginger, Trivium, Killswitch Engage. I know you're a big Killswitch fan. It's one of those moments. It's kind of that thing you always dream about when your kid's going, oh, yeah, I'm going to grow up, be a rock star, tour the world, and do this. And you
yeah,
actually get the chance to kind of do this now. Like, it's unreal. I'm very, very happy for you. You guys, I know you guys have worked hard for such a long time, and it's kind of like the
yeah,
fruits of your labor all paying off at this moment.
100%. Yeah, yeah. So, if you don't know, we've been together for like 17 years now, and fucking we did America in 2012 as a tour, like a fully self-funded type thing, and we've kind of just done what we've had to do to keep it going ever since then, and decided to enter this comp, and it was just a fucking absolute mind-blowing result. There were some really freaking good bands that played there too. I was like, no way! Like some of these guys are just incredible, like
Yeah, no, I saw
just
the
musicians.
lineup,
Yeah,
and it's just that it definitely wasn't a walk in the park. I listened to everyone that was playing that night. I thought, geez, the judges are going to have it cut out for themselves. Like, honestly, like I know I was playing a bit
yeah,
of favoritism because I know you boys, but yeah, it was one of those ones where it's like whoever wins this is actually gonna, it's good because the competition was so heavy, and I do believe the right choice was made. So it's going to help. We're not sending just the best one of that night overseas. We're kind of sending the best of the best, if you will, not to inflate your ego too much of Australia's metal scene.
I don't know. Yeah, just being together for that long, I guess we're such a tight knit group, even though that there's hardly any original members left anymore. But yeah, fucking paid off being together for that long. So
Oh yeah. And speaking of songs, actually, that kind of leads me to my next question. Now, the thought is, okay, shit, we are playing Wacken. Do you have your set list already in play? And how many times have you guys been going through that?
well, tried and tested. We used the same set for the Canberra first heat in
Yep.
Vacken. Then we used the same set again for the Sydney one. So I think we'd be silly not to kind of go in with the same set again. Pretty solid set. Like it's got a few from Amalgam, which back in 2011, and then a good mix of the newer stuff. So yeah, it's just pretty solid. Like hits all the different aspects of DepriVation over the years. So
Yeah, everyone's getting kind of like the whole like a history, if you will, of the
the whole
band.
pic- the whole picture. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good, mate. Look, it's one of those things, but and this is another thing I want to bring up to the people. I hope you don't mind me doing this here now. You only have been given what 6, 7 weeks to kind of get five guys over to Germany from Australia, literally the other side of the world. That's not an easy task. And I do know you guys have a GoFundMe set up, and I'd be silly not to try and throw it in here. Tell me what's the struggle about trying to get over there? Like I know they're not cheap flights from Australia to anywhere. We're on a little island, but
Yeah. So yeah. Well, the first things first. If one of us didn't have a passport, I think luckily we did, all of us. But if we didn't, I think the rough time to get one at the moment in Australia is around about that 5 or 6 weeks, without forking out for emergency passports and shit like that.
yeah,
Then you've got at least 2 to 3 grand return flights
yeah,
to London, and then you've got to organise to get from London to Germany. Then we've got to organise merchandise to sell there, which is more money. We've got to organise rent, musical instrument hire, van hire, accommodation, food for 5 guys. We had to sweet talk our bosses into getting time off work, which some of us have only just started kind of new jobs, and asking for a week off to go to Germany isn't an easy task. But luckily the stars aligned and we're sorted. But definitely money is tight.
Yeah.
And we've never ever asked for a free lunch in our 17 years. But yeah, as you said, like 6 weeks to organise to get 5 guys to Germany in today's kind of
we're post-COVID,
tight.
everything's going up. Nothing's cheap anymore. Like, it's not
Nah.
And there's no alternative way. We're literally in Australia. It's just it's that way, or you can't go. So what I'm going to do, everyone in the channel, I'm going to leave a link down below, even if it's $1. I know that sounds silly, but even if it's $1, $5, $10, $50, $100, every little bit counts, and it's going to help these guys get over. Australia, we're starting to get the ball rolling. There's some bands coming from Australia now. We're starting to get seen, so this is only going to help the country as a whole show what Aussie metalheads can do, and Wacken is giving us the chance to perform that. DepriVation, you guys will love them. I'm going to leave some links to some songs I love in the comments down here below. But before I let you go, Lockie, today, where can people find you? And if you get the time, who are you going to check out at Wacken yourself?
So obviously we're all over Facebook. I can't remember Facebook. You'll put a link there, won't you?
I will.
DepriVation. We're on Instagram. Where else? We're not on fucking TikTok and anything like that. But not yet, anyway.
No.
No. But in regards to your question, basically I've seen a lot of those bands already, but I haven't seen fucking Iron Maiden, which I'm absolutely excited to see. So I've seen Megadeth a lot of times, but I'll definitely, because they're one of my favourites, I'll go check them out. Killswitch, I've seen a lot of times as well, but I'll still check them out. Hailstorm, I think, was another one that I'll be keen to see. I want to kind of see some bands that I haven't seen before, so I'll just be wandering around, I guess. Dying Fetus, fucking some of those bands at the bottom of the poster get a bit blurry from my old eyes. So
mate, it's one of those squint. Yeah.
I need it in like a size 72 Times New Roman bold font. Fucking me to see. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it'd be cool. Last year, I think Old Love from Heart played a gig.
Yeah, she did.
Gig there, like. Yeah, so if something like that's there, I'd be keen to see. Kind of a bit different to the full-on metal stuff.
And that's it. It is a variety over there as well, which kind of makes it interesting. But man, thank you so much for giving me your time today. I know you're a busy man. Thank you so much for joining us today. Unfortunately, there was a little bit more there, but there was some audio issue. I don't know. I've been trying to fix it all week. I couldn't. So I salvaged what I could. I just wanted to mention something before I let you go today. They've only been given 6 weeks to get 5 guys from Australia to Germany. Like you said, 2,000 to 3,000 return flight. That's generous, especially this last minute. I've been saving up all year to go to this thing, and even I'm kind of like, oh, got to watch the budget on certain things, so I can only imagine how stressful it is. So I have linked below the GoFundMe link. Even if it's $1, if 100 people donate $1, that's $100. Every cent helps, so please. Not just for me, but for the band, for Australia in general. Like I said, it's the second time we've ever sent a band over for Wacken Metal Battle. How bad would it be if we couldn't get one there? Like, they probably wouldn't invite us back, So the band kills it. I've linked some songs below there as well. I think you're going to love them. Oh, I am very excited. I get to support these guys all the way from Australia over to Germany. I'm so proud of them. They've done such a fantastic job, and it shows you hard work pays off. 17 years they've been together, 2006. It's like, man, what an effort. Anyway, thank you all for that. I'll be back with some more reactions before I go, so suggest away what you want to see me do. And until next time, I've been Jaimunji, and you all have a bloody good one.